All right, another episode of Bosco Industries. Today's journey takes us to Rockville Links Club, where I'm going to be part of the grounds crew, joined by Luke. How long you been here?
This is my 13th season here as the head golf course superintendent.
Favorite thing, I guess, about being a part of the grounds crew?
Just being outside every day. It's an intense job, but it's also rewarding.
Are you sick of golf at any point?
I don't play very much during the summer. You know, I kind of get done and I want to go home.
What do you think are going to be the most challenging parts of today from somebody coming in off the street with no experience?
There's a lot of different things to learn, you know. It's not your normal mower. It's not your normal anything. It's also a country club, getting prepped and everything, very high quality and all that. So, you know, replacing a cup, doing all that type of stuff's got to be on point, or else, you know, you hear about it from the members.
All right, so what's on the itinerary for today?
We're going to take you right through the normal, just morning lineup, you know, mowing a green, rolling a green, cutting a cup, hand watering and prepping. It's what we do for checking the moistures, all that. We'll throw you in some bunkers. We'll let you cut a fairway, see what else we end up getting into after the first jobs this morning.
Awesome. All right, excited for it.
We'll get you off and we'll get you cutting a green here.
All right, I'm in. This doesn't look like the one you wheel out of the garage.
No. It's a real mower instead of like a rotary cut.
All right.
Picture like scissors, you know how scissors go together and cut stuff?
Yeah.
That's what's going on here. It's just spinning a reel. What direction are you today? Straight? Oh, even better. We're going straight on, so gonna try to mow some straight lines, throw some lasers.
All right.
No bananas.
Yeah.
And then we'll just teach you how to use this thing.
Is there any kind of like kickback, or is there anything to, you know, it's just a straight
This is
motor?
basically your steering wheel right here.
Okay.
So the drum moves, it rolls. You just you pick up to not cut, and you kind of keep moving. We'll show you a little more, but you can let go of this. You use one of the older ones, it's a little easier.
Okay.
What is worst case scenario with this?
Worst case scenario is if he cuts something that's not the green.
Okay.
If we get into like an approach or into the rough and he doesn't shut it off and, you know, cuts me a nice little 10-foot, scalps out the rough. You want to see how a pro does it first, or?
I say dive it.
You want to dive right in? Awesome.
Yeah.
Yep,
I mean, you
get it
could
fired
definitely judge it from, you
Oh,
know, give the
we'll-
feedback.
we will.
But all right, so you're putting it down,
up. Lean it back.
lifting it up.
So that this part's off the ground because that's your
Okay.
reel, and then you use this hand, and that's what you're doing to steer now. Then you push it all the way. Drop it. Now you're cutting.
All right.
That's fine.
Right?
More so at the end, just kind of pick up. You can let go now if you want and reline yourself and do it again, or you can do that nice big turn and just keep going. You know?
All right. Yeah, I gave it a little buffer. I didn't want to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You got all that room on the approach. You can just lean it back and walk and turn around and keep going.
Should you be overlapping like this, or is it only going to take longer?
You kind of want to be that white line right on the edge. Then you're not overlapping as
Okay.
much. Now just lean and pick
Pull it.
her up. Don't wrestle it. Just
Okay.
drive it. It's the steering wheel.
All
Loop
right,
it
take as
around
much
now.
time as you want.
There
Okay.
you go. You got room. No mohawks. Not skipping. So same
All right,
thing.
so
Just
pull
lean it
up.
back and
Oh,
steer
just
it.
lean it back.
Yeah.
All right.
And now just steer it around. Now you can let go. You got a little outside of it. That works too.
All right. I didn't want to. I was trying to get
Oh,
back.
you're all
to,
good?
It definitely moved. It like.
Yeah,
it
you're
feels
kind
like
of
it's
leaning
rough.
back and
Yeah.
fighting it. You just got to steer it.
All right. I didn't want it to go nuts.
All you got to do is let go if it starts going nuts, you know?
All right.
Here, I'll start over right here.
All right.
We'll get one of your mohawks here,
All right.
but you're just steering it. It's a steering wheel. So start it outside and just bring it back around. Takes a lot of practice, but you know, sitting there fighting it like this isn't the way to go, you know? You're getting ragdolled by it.
Yeah.
You're not pulling on your bike handles, you know, unless
Down,
you're trying to do a wheelie. Yep.
How's he doing right now?
Not the worst I've ever seen.
I mean, it's easy to go straight. I'm just trying to figure out the steering.
Some skips.
I can't fucking think.
Seems like he's a little scared. But understandable.
All right, so for most people, they take their lawn care very, very serious. I've never used anything but an electric mower. I was getting killed on Memorial Day weekend on the internet when I showed people that I plug it in. So this seems easy to some, very difficult for me.
Maybe it's an indication of how I drive, that I don't drive smooth, but like.
It probably could be.
Fucking ding. They can roll away on you?
Once you take your hands off, it should shut off.
We haven't done that yet.
Of course, I've worked at there mowing a tee with one of these. and it was up on top sliding in the water, and the guy slipped and it right down in the water.
So what's a green take? 15, 20 probably? A little bit longer?
Yeah, it's 15, 20, depending on the size.
Just can't fucking, it's never smooth.
Nah.
I see what you did. It's just like,
gets there.
it's
Yeah.
a lot like golf.
Yeah.
Like, oh, keep your hands into the
Yeah,
ball.
you
I
either
just
get the swing or you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one more pass in there and you're
All right.
done. That's good. You can leave it there, man.
All right.
What you think?
I mean, a definite miss here.
Yeah.
So the right way to do it, obviously, is what you miss. So go back and hit
the right way
spots.
is not missing.
All right.
I've seen a lot worse day one. A lot of times it ends up being arcs, you know, we call it bananas, rainbows, whatever you want to call it. Ends up being big old rainbows because they drop it on the edge and then try to catch
that
up.
fucking turn,
You
I
kept it
couldn't-
pretty
yeah.
straight. We're all
All
right.
right.
The turn's the hardest part. Overall, not too bad.
Yeah, I guess what do you give it on a grade?
Oh, I mean, you're a failing grade, but for first time out, you like B, C plus, B minus, somewhere
So
in
it's
there.
a
It's not
100%
terrible.
failing grade?
Well, I mean, if one
Yeah,
of
I
my
see.
crew guys did this,
Yeah.
they'd probably get sent home for being drunk.
Fair.
You know, like if they
Yeah.
left it like this.
You're getting
But that's
free
what we do.
labor, I want to remind
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
Now, it's not, it might not be great labor, but...
There's a good chance we got to redo this work.
All right, what's the next station?
We're gonna take you to roll some greens.
Okay.
The one thing that definitely jumped out to me, you show up at a golf course to play 18 and things look immaculate. You just assume like, oh yeah, it was pretty easy to cut. I felt like a little kid being taught how to ride a bike when I couldn't figure out the steering. You know, somebody holds you from the back, like, okay, pedal, pedal, pedal. That's kind of what it felt like. So that's how bad I was with it. And it's way different from cutting your lawn, which in my house is usually like crabgrass. Credit to the grounds crew there. Very, very difficult.
This is gonna be your next one.
This looks a little more intimidating than cutting, I'll be honest. And I know I felt cutting.
It is. There's no brake on this thing, but it's pedals for each direction. And you just gotta be careful not to slam it either way. You'll see how he's starting to let off right now and feathering it. The only thing that you can do is this big drive roller here if you just, you know, you did a burnout.
What does the burnout do? It fucks it up? Or-
You just see like a little spin on the grass.
He's already smirking. I don't like that.
You got any tips for this guy?
Back and forth, that's it.
Do you need to steer it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's just little tweaks, you'll feel it. You're like a fighter pilot right now.
right.
So this is, you know, to go to your left, to go to your right,
Okay.
and then it's just feather it, you know, not slam and let go or else it's gonna
alright.
grab and
You
everything.
drive with 2 feet?
Yeah.
Shoot up that first time, come back, and then you'll just kind of let this go. It's kind of the opposite of what you think. You'll feel it as you go. But when you're coming back, it's the right thing. It's different depending on which direction you go. But we'll get you going.
Ooh.
You're good. You can go right into the approach on these. We usually roll a little ways out. Yep.
I'm sure this will be a good visual fucking jerking this thing off.
All right, live commentary. What are we thinking right now?
I somehow did worse than the fucking mowing.
Take a joystick.
Yeah, it's tough.
How does his performance look so far on
He's
this?
doing pretty good. These things are weird. That old like fighter pilot stick. It's the opposite of what you think in one direction.
Better or worse than?
He's doing better than with greens. That's for sure. It's good that he's not just slamming on it and everything. You know, he's feathering it in and out all right. This is something he'd probably pick up quicker than the greens mowing here. He's probably more like that C+ overall, and you know, for a first day and everything, he's upper B would be something we keep training him on for sure. Yeah, just pull it right here. I told him you did better at this than the greens mowing though.
Yeah, all right.
He said C+ on this.
Yeah.
take that. It's like a pendulum the
Yeah.
way you're moving it smooth.
Yeah.
This is more
He's
fun.
got those
Yeah.
couple thousand hours in on it though too.
Exactly, yeah. And this rolling the green, I've definitely heard it, but maybe it's one of those like you're like, oh, I know what it is. It's just to flatten out the cut as well.
Yeah, this is just to smooth them out, and this adds the most speed to them too, when you're talking about quick greens and everything.
All right, another station down.
So you've golfed a lot. You've never been on the ground screw. What are you feeling right now?
I would say the big thing is we haven't been kicked off yet. Like if you let that fucking mower go and there's a patch, like this is a country club, like so credit to these guys for allowing it. Hasn't been a major fuck up yet. It's different elements. I feel like the hardest part so far was turning that mower because it's so heavy. And I know people are gonna be like, oh, like just, you watch these guys, they're flicking it so easy. That was the hardest part. This was a little bit more fun because you're kind of rolling on machinery. You get appreciation for all of it. Like you knew how much goes into golf, but like seeing it done, this is like lawn care on fucking steroids.
Ready to cut one?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. There you go.
All right. This is changing the
Yeah,
cup,
we're gonna
right?
change the cups.
Okay.
Yep. So we're gonna be right back here in this realm.
Okay.
You know, there's a ball mark right here.
Yeah,
so
so
what we're
probably
gonna
go
do
right
is
on
we're gonna
that.
cut right on top of it. You kind of hold it, and you're just gonna kind of jab it in. Do you want to see one, or do you want to dive right in here?
Let's show them how to do it.
Yeah.
All right. What we do is we just jab it in. We're gonna take a 2-3 inch plug up top. We're gonna leave that in here. Then we carefully put this back in. And we're gonna take out the whole plug.
It's like a corkscrew. You got to kind of come out smooth, otherwise.
Yeah,
it's like taking it
otherwise
out
you
of a
can
wine
drop
bottle.
some out. Then you gotta be really careful because sometimes on the bottom of the cup, we've got old push-up greens, so it's not all sand. So the bottom's pretty gross on some of these things, so it can fall out, break all over the green.
How do you combat it if you did screw it up?
You can kind of tweak it some, but then you get the cup leaning too much, a ball can hit it and bounce out. Sometimes it's just start over.
Oh, jeez.
No roots this time of year. Step it down. And we walk back and set the cup over here.
What's the last two things you did? Where do you rank this?
This is easily the hardest because the margin of error. You miss that thing, they're like, yeah, all right, we'll go back over it.
This is just
You
kinda
got
new.
one shot.
You know, so you're not folding over the edges of the grass. I kind of like to give it like a little spin. It's a cup set. Before we go too crazy painting, we're gonna check how we did. So we're all right, maybe leaning a little forward. And now we're onto the paint. Put that cup in so the paint doesn't get all over the cup when we're painting them every day. Then it's just this up. Any little grass kind of sticking out, we give it a little tap.
And then you got to plug that hole, right?
Yep. Now we'll go do that. We're gonna rough this up, and then what we're gonna do is make sure that the depth is right on it. The saying is if it's high, it dies, because your greens mower would scalp this. If it's too high, and if it's low, it's gonna show. It's gonna get darker green and be leggier. The grass is real elastic, you can stretch it. It's kind of like fixing a ball mark, you know? You're trying to stitch this together, make it look like you weren't there. A little bit of water on it. Step her down. Make sure we don't feel it high. Not the best, not the worst.
Yeah, that blends in
You
pretty
can
well.
see
from
this
a-
one. You're
yeah.
gonna see this one for a couple days. You know, end of the day, it also doesn't screw over the next guy. It's gonna
Yeah, of
pay it
course.
forward, you know? Let's go to the next green and get you cutting one.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
And just kind of,
Oh,
shit. You're all good. It's all good. Now you walk it out to like the rough around the green and kind of clean it up some more.
Okay.
Get a few little clings with that thing, yeah.
All right.
Doesn't have to be perfect, but yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a fine line of like leaning on it to put weight in and everything.
Yeah, it's golf. I'm trying to give a little finesse.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
That's deep.
That is deep. Good job.
Do you want it that deep?
Well, you went down to the gauge there. Yeah. Yeah. Pause. Give it a stomp. There you go. There we go. See how crispy you look. Pretty good. Perfect. Then you throw your pin in. Perfect. There you go. I'll let you walk that over. I'll grab the bucket.
Did you just let one loose?
No.
Are you sure?
Swear to God.
I heard something.
Nah, it wasn't me. for this one?
Letter grade for what you just did. It's all pretty straight. It's all there. I think this is your best one. I think we give you like an A for being your first cup that you ever cut. This has been your best thing so far.
All right, I like that. What's next? Raking a bunker?
Yeah, we can get you raking some bunkers.
All right. How do you get into groundskeeping?
I played golf and it was always a summer job. I grew up in Michigan. It's like an outlet mall town. Just played high school golf, got into a job at a golf course that they just built in my hometown, and then that went under and started working at a country club down the road for a guy I used to work for at that course, and here we are. All right, we didn't have to prep too many greens today. Some of these banks steep into bunkers. They're sandier, so we still have to water these a little bit. So we're just gonna turn on the hose, let Rico water it down here, see what it's like.
All right.
You're a fireman, you got it.
Yeah. All right, open it up and you turn it on.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't have to go too crazy like that. You can swoop. Nozzle, get it fanned out more.
All right.
Then just give it enough where you just can kind of see the water. Yeah.
It's natural instinct
Yeah,
to whip
you're
it,
a fireman,
you know what I
so
mean?
you're good. Yeah, you're putting out fires right now.
Trying.
There we go. We might have to change our technique. True pro
This is
here.
A+.
Yeah, there you go.
This is the wheelhouse.
So in terms of the goods and bads of the day, the hose was obviously right in my wheelhouse. In past jobs, definitely pretty good with the movement of that. Got some good range, got some good movement. And Luke was even saying they might even change their technique to kind of mirror what I did, which is, I guess, a compliment. Changing the hole, that was the thing I was most worried about coming into the day. But as it turns out, I did pretty good with this. Took my time, operated slow, and listened to the directions, which is key on the golf course and key in the grounds.
Hose is an A, right? We didn't grade the hose.
He's fire. He's got some vortex going on. I don't even know if it's good or bad.
Yeah. All right, what's the science behind here? I've obviously raked.
Science behind here is this usually is the most important job because it's the most complained about thing. No matter which club you're at, there's usually an issue with bunkers. You press down just a little bit, you know, walk and just kind of smooth it, and then lightly glide right back over the top. There you go.
You just do it this way?
Yep.
Okay.
And then glide right over the top, skim over the top to help smooth it out. Yeah, it's just a touch. It's not hard.
You ever do the patterns where it's like crossed? So you'll go this
We
way?
really haven't. I got some guys that like doing this. You know, after it rains, they do that more.
What's your biggest pet peeve? Guy doesn't rig a bunker, guy doesn't replace a divot, or doesn't fix a ball mark on the green?
I mean, it's a little bit of all the above because you're supposed to do it for the golfer. You know, you're supposed to do it for the next guy. But bunkers probably because people complain about that the most.
Rake versus mop, what do you prefer?
Rake. You ever heard that? How much are you into Barstool?
A decent amount. I don't know the mop though.
I've been at some real lows at this company.
I got the gist of it with you. I don't know every detail.
We had an invitational for college basketball. Me and Jerry kind of worked the mop crew.
Okay.
So I didn't really love that. And there was like an issue because a kid courtside that we work with spilt a beer.
Oh man.
So then I used the mop to clean that up, and then you kind of can't
Use the
or I
mop
didn't
again.
know it, use it on the court, and it was just like a fucking disaster. And they were kind of holding up the game.
Were you feeding the kid beers or he's
No,
doing it
I
on
was
his
not.
own? That'd be even worse if you guys were feeding him beers.
No, he loves drinking the beers. So the pictures are kind of cool because I was friends with the coaches. I'm out on the court, but I'm holding a mop. We got some of the best like editor guys. So I texted them, I was like, how much to make the mops disappear? So they photoshopped the mops out of the picture, and then that story got picked up by everybody we work with.
So you still prefer the rake over the mop though?
I like the rake, yeah.
Okay. You're doing all right with it. A few little chops, but overall good. Definitely could put you on bunkers day one. All right, let's try to find the trap machine, get you to drive that.
Cards are smooth. You get unicorn cards, they fucking like kick. It's a smooth card.
Behind the dogs.
Nah, don't hit the dogs. You train them not to go in the bunkers? Seems like they know how to avoid them.
They're supposed to. Occasionally they do get excited and not to, but yeah, we try to have them not be in the traps.
Yeah. Seems like they knew what they were doing.
Yeah. So for the larger bunkers and like fairways, not green sides, we use the Sand Pro. So we'll let you spin around in that, do this and that. It's the rakes in the back.
We were doing so well, and you bring back the machinery.
Yeah, this one's pretty easy. I think you got this.
All right.
This is your lift and lower for the rakes in the back. You're just kind of keeping an eye back there and where you're driving. Then you kind of go on the outside, do some circles, almost Zamboni style in this big one.
So surprise, surprise, I was actually pretty good at the mower with the rake behind it. Very similar to a Zamboni, which again, I have no experience driving. I was worried about as you move forward, kind of looking back to make sure you're getting everything done in a clean fashion. But as it turned out, pretty good with the rake.
How we feeling on this?
Good. It doesn't go. Jinxed it.
You figured that out. It's a nice big bunker to learn on.
Lot of lines.
You're probably beat boss on it.
Okay.
You know, yeah, you get used to it. You do a little more circles, get going a little bit more. Let's get you on another mower then.
All right, sure.
This is just the big brother of what you're just on. You can drive it right over there or down this road. Meet you over there.
All right. So if that was 80, what's this thing rocking at 150?
It's up there. It's not that far off from that other one. Those triflexes probably are more like 68. This one's like 80. The rough units are like 110, 115. You know, they just keep going up. COVID just stuff went insane, almost 2x. We do a half and half cut here, so you'll kind of center the fairway, then you'll loop around, come right back up that line, and then you just keep going in circles. So it's half one way, half the other. Throttle up. Same thing. Put it down. You got to hold it so everything goes down. Now you're cutting. Then
Straight?
same thing, you just lift it up. Yeah, you go till you hit the approach, just kind of loop around. Watch that? Yeah, he's just kind of mowing all over the place. He's not back on the same line. It's all good. We'll let the real pros take care of it.
You said don't overlap, right? I thought you said don't, so like straight.
Down and then back, same, right next to each other, then pick up the lines. You're usually following two other people though.
D-.
So come back on this?
Yeah.
All right.
There was a lot of terminology in terms of striping things, or when you cut in terms of different stripes. I didn't really know what he meant. You did have to drop these blades and raise them back up as you made turns, which is super difficult. And then you obviously got to look where you're going.
How we doing?
All right, I think. He threw me off when he said don't stripe it.
Well, hey, right, just reverted.
You know, the dog's a beautiful dog. It cuts a little close there. Luckily, I stopped with some buffer room in between. But you got to look where you're going as you operate this stuff.
Yeah, I guess final grade, you would say.
Final grade, I mean, for first day and everything, we'll put you in like the B range with everything overall. A few things were kind of out of order and everything here today, but you did all right. I mean, you cut cups all right. And the main thing was like you're careful with equipment and stuff like that. And you didn't leave any donkey marks out here today,
I don't
so we're all
want
good
to be
with
driving back down the Bell Parkway and Frankie's like, Frankie gets the call from you and then I get the call from Frankie. Like, what the fuck went on? But yeah, I think I'd be a good addition because also like you do need a low man on the totem pole. I mean, it was free labor, so I get a free round here too, right? You'll talk to him?
Yeah, no problem.
All right.
You just gotta bring Frankie back. Tell Frankie
All right.
to quit
Frankie's
dodging me, Frankie. I need my ATM.
All right. All right, appreciate it.